Hi everyone, this is Dhanush, and in this video I am going to talk about the power of silence. So let us get into the video. So let me first tell you what is the difference between a foolish person and a wise person. A wise person is said to be wise because he always has to say something, and a foolish person is a person who don't have anything to say, but he always want to say, and he always want to communicate with others. So these qualities differentiate what is a wise person and a foolish person. So let me tell you, people will be always thinking about how to convenience others with their words, and also most of the people in this world is caring about how to communicate with the people rather than their work. Mostly they're concentrating on their words. So most of the people share their problems, their ideas, their thoughts, everything to the other persons, because they are expecting something from the others in order to get a solution to their problems. But this was the most effective thing what they are doing. This affects a lot because people will be considered as two types. Because one type of people will be jealous. They'll be jealous after listening to your ideas and all. They'll be taking your ideas and they are going to utilize in another way. And second type of people, they'll be getting their second type of people will be like they'll be happy after listening to your problems, because they'll be in a situation where they also had met with the same type of problems, but after listening to your problems they'll also feel that they are not alone, so that they'll also have a company who has the same type of problems. So in order to you approach them in order to get a solution for your problem, but after talking to them, this affects you a lot, because they'll discourage you. After they'll also tell their problems, so there's going to be a huge problems behind you. So let me get into a rule of silence. What is this rule of silence? This is always speak less than necessary. This is considered as a rule of silence. In this world, most of the people mainly concentrate on impressing others. Impressing others not by their work, only by their action, only by their words. So the person who is talking more will be appear more. Who appear more will be considered as a boring candidate. Who, if you are appearing more and more, people will be getting bored of your words. So one has to think about one has to be precise that what he is going to talk and what he need to talk and everything. Then only if he have a proper idea, then only he need to raise his voice in front of others. Then only his speak will be more effective. So why I am saying that the person who is talking more will be considered as a foolish person means there are 4 reasons are there. So let me illustrate. The first reason: once the words come out from your mouth, it will never be taken back. This is the best example. Everyone in their life has experienced this thing. Once if you talk, these words cannot be taken back, because our tongue is considered as a monster. It will be hiding behind your mouth. Once it come out from your mouth, it's going to scratch the entire town. So that you need to have a proper idea about your audience. There will be 2 kinds of persons. One will be the stronger person and second one will be the mad person. The stronger person means both physically or mentally he have a good knowledge more than you. So in front of him you need to speak in a proper way. You need to have a proper knowledge so that he'll not raise a question against you. And second person will be the mad person. Why I am saying mad means the person will don't have any idea what you are talking about. So he's just going to raise so many questions and he's going to cause so many difficulties for you. So better for this second type of person, you just give a smile to his face and just quit yourself. So it's the best option for you. So that's why I said this person as a mad person. And second rule, you are going to feed your enemies with lot of information. And this is a second rule. Why I'm saying this is, if at first you don't know that person is an enemy to you. If you are continuously talking to him by your words, he'll be getting so much of information about you. So situations will not be same in every time. If you had a quarrel with him, then he'll be having so much of knowledge about you and he may take it as a chance. So this is going to be a huge problem in your future. And during this time, you need to have a proper knowledge about the opponent person. so that you'll know that what you need to talk and how much you need to talk. And the third So let's get up to the rule number 3. If the person who is very silent, he'll be considered as unpredictable and will be as considered as dangerous. Because let me illustrate this rule with an example. Louis XIV is considered as the most silent king of all time because he used to say 3 words, just like I shall see. These 3 words he used to tell with everyone. In his council, if someone comes to him and he is explaining something, he used to get the information from him and he'll say, I shall see. So that he'll be having more knowledge about what the other person is saying, and also he'll create some confusion in the other person, that whether he had understood what he was saying and all. So this person is considered as one of the most dangerous person as well, because he has complete knowledge about everyone in his entire council, so that he developed his council and he's become a great ruler. And let me go to the 4th rule. So let us discuss about rule number 4. Being silent sometimes will helps you to get out of the dangerous situations, like almost killing. So let me tell you a small example about this situation. In later 1825, in earlier 1825, a famous leader called Kondraty Rysilev, who is the main person to create an uprising in Russia, and one day he got caught to the Russian rulers and he was sentenced to death. And one fine day he was executed. He was going to be executed, and there was a rope tied around his neck and he was standing in the gallows, and the trigger was pulled out, but unfortunately the rope was broke down. And in Russia, these situations will be considered as heavenly signs. So actually, if something happens in these type of situations, he'll be these persons will be not executed. So they'll be considered as a mercy will be shown upon these candidates. So these person don't have any knowledge about these type of situations. So he has huge mouth. So he stood up and he saw the crowd and he said, these Russians don't do anything perfect. Even they don't know how to make a rope. So these words heard by a king, and he said that this next time the Russians will never make a mistake again. So they executed. They just sentenced him to death. By this time they made a new rope. So this time, unfortunately, all went well, and he was sentenced to death. So we need to understand one thing here. What made him to go to death? Whether his situation or his mouth. Everyone will say that his words only had made him to go to death. So we need to understand each and every word coming out from our mouth will be valuable. So we need to understand the situation and we need to move according to that situation. So word will be having a value. So we need to have a proper control on our words. So let me conclude this video as a person who does not have a proper control on his words and his tongue cannot have a proper control on his own. So, and he is considered as unworthy of respect. Being silent in all situations will also not a preferable thing. You have to open your mouth based upon the situations. And also I want to say a thing like, be statistically silent and don't be silent for no reason, and don't do anything without a reason. So thank you.